was an air group, so we were aboard the flank as the FDR, we call it, as a flank group, and I was in a squadron, fighter squadron, Corsairs, beautiful plane, and I was an avionics second class petty officer, and basically electrical instruments and so forth was what my classification gave me, and required me to be on the flight deck because sometimes the pilots would, wait for a problem, and something was not right, it was whatever. But that was our job, to make sure that the plane, before it even got to the flight line, so to speak, that it was, everything was working, compasses, instruments, and all the other stuff. So that was my function. There's a couple of things that stood out. One of them stands out was I was on the FDR. It was in Norfolk, and because I have served on several carriers, the Lady being one of them. And the Missouri was on the same dock pier that we were at. We were on this side, the Missouri was on the other side. Well, later on, we were getting prepared to go to sea on the FDR. The Missouri had gone out a day or so before, and they were, as it turned out, they were in Hampton Roads, which off Norfolk, Virginia, is a vicious riptides in there. And I come up on board, up on top of coming out on the flight deck, and there's all kinds of whistles and things going on, and a lot of commotion, and there was the Missouri was right there. There were 6 tugs on trying to push this thing out. It had run aground, but it had drug its anchor during the night. That's what the whole problem was. And somebody didn't notice that the landscape was changing, and here was this Missouri about to ram us. I mean, that's where we were. But she had drug anchor, and she finally ran aground before she would hit us. And it was quite a scene there for about a half a day, and then they waited for tide, and they managed to get the Missouri out. And I would imagine that the captain of the Missouri was probably dropped to the bottom of the admiral's list. But that was pretty exciting, I mean, the size of the ships, we're talking about here. And